Today's show will be about some very important news that could make a XRP the digital currency of the future in Europe. A lot of people have talked about whether or not the European Union agrees with the crazy estimate that one XRP is worth 60,000. By making things easier. This change is meant to make it easier for the huge number of transactions that will be handled through this route. Most of the talk today is about the chance that XRP, a digital asset that most investors in the US are familiar with, it could become the digital euro, or even more interestingly, the main way that the euro and other digital currencies are bought and sold. Welcome back. And thanks for coming back to the best place to find out about the latest news in XP. One last thing I'd like to ask you before we talk about the great news for today. Please show us some love if you like what we've done. In order to join our great group, click the like button, make sure you are subscribed to our channel, and turn on the notification bell. Now let's talk about some good news. We're about to give away a big chunk of XRP because we are getting close to 60,000 members. The process of joining is very easy. There are only 3 steps to follow. Find out as soon as possible more about this. You should not miss this chance. Make sure that the word money side is in your thoughts if you want to be entered into the prize drawing. The big picture mind behind Ripple Labs is this person. The description of this new and interesting idea was given by larsson. There were many times when he said that XRP is almost ready to become the world bridge currency. One thing that makes this interesting is that it can be used in different ways. Ripple's RP can be used with 3 different types of digital money. The euro, the yen, and the dollar. There is no reason for you to change to a different one. The currency that will be used for the transfer is meant to be XRP. Imagine being able to change a digital euro into XRP and then back again. Cash with the least amount of work. XRP is what makes the link. This episode talks about a lot of things, like how the French central bank picked XRP as the base for the digital euro and how the Digital Euro Association praised Ripple. Forbes even said that they thought XRP could be worth a 60,000 in the future. This really important information is what is being talked about right now. We need to talk about the facts. The real goal of Bitcoin was to create a new currency that didn't need a central bank to back it up. Because of this, Bitcoin can be seen as a way to store value. The idea behind Ripple is very different from other ideas. We are using the same cutting-edge technology, but this time we are building a web of value exchange that doesn't depend on money transfers. With Ripple, you don't have to move to a different virtual currency in order to use it. It works with all kinds of currencies, like real dollars, euros, yuan, and more. Along with having a scientifically based card that works like Bitcoin, Ripple's main job is to make things possible. The vast majority of people who use Ripple will likely do so with money they already have, like dollars, euros, or yen. The work with Ripple has made the process of bringing the digital euro to market go much faster than it ever has. There has been a big change. An interesting thing happened in the world of software creation not long ago. Less than 3 days ago, a big step forward was made. Now that we have this new technology, you can send and receive digital euros offline on devices that are already in use. This makes these payments much more accessible. A lot of work has already been done, so it's clear that the digital euro is getting closer and closer to becoming a fact. Many thanks to Ripple Labs for helping the company grow. In fact, the Digital Euro Group recently praised Ripple for the work it has done because of this growth. Because of these events that have happened since then, the price of XRP has been going up and down in strange ways. Because of the fact that investors and cryptocurrency fans are both paying attention to these changes because they happen at the same time as progress in the digital euro and Ripple's important role in it. A lot of people have been talking about the recent changes in the price of XRP, and a lot of them think that these changes aren't just due to technical issues. A lot of people think that the big price increases are really due to more action and volume on the XRP ledger than they are. Just 3 days ago, the price of XRP went up a huge amount, hitting an amazing 42,441. That was the 3rd largest rise in its history. A well-known person in the neighborhood who goes by the name Jack the Rippler told people about this matter. He said that the price of XRP going up to more than $5 was one of the strangest things that had happened. At the same time, a new competitor, the Crypto Trade Fund token, went up to 167 on the XRP ledger right after it was released. For those who don't know, Trade Fund coin has become a major player in the cryptocurrency market very quickly. Inside of just a few days, it became the most important token on the XRP system and shot to the top of the rankings. People are very excited about the fact that it will start in less than 3 days, even though it has already gotten a lot of attention. Early buyers have a great chance right now during the pre-sale, especially since the total number of tokens available is limited to 1 in 20 million. There aren't enough goods, which means there could be a supply shock after the pre-sale, just like Jack the Ripper said would happen. He said that prices might soon go up more than 267s. Some people might think this was just a bug, but he was worried that it could be the start of a new wave of millionaires. Even so, it's impossible to stress enough how important it is to do your own study. The clear message is being sent by the way things are right now. The circumstances are changing quickly, and now is the time to act. Since this is the case, it wasn't a surprise when Forbes said that XRP is worth around 60,000. In light of the fact that the XRP system keeps getting more deals, this is even more true. Think about the different forces that are at work. Whether XRP is bought, sold, or transferred, gas fees are charged for every transaction on the ledger because these costs only happen in the XRP setting because XRP tokens to be destroyed, which lowers the supply. Take a look at how things are now. A lot of people are interested in XRP these days. Financial firms, state banks, and CBDCs are all seeing a rise in the use of XRP because it is useful. There are more and more people who are using the XRP method. However, XRPPL is also being the crypto trade fund and other groups because it has cut gas prices by a tremendous amount. Because of all the extra activity that is happening, because the record is being used, being burned to pay for gas fees, there has been a big rise in the demand for XRP while the supply has been going down because of the burn-off. Should this be the case, then each XRP coin should be worth more. At the very least, we are seeing the start of a trend that suggests the value of XRP may go up by a lot. It might take a while for this trend to show up, but it does show that a lot of people think P will hit the amazing 60,000 mark. There is more to the worth that has been thought about than just a number. This shows how strategic, shortage, demand, use, and each other are all connected. This makes it clear that XRP is very important. Importance in the area of digital banking, which is changing quickly. As we look to the future, XRP's interesting past makes it sound like it might be a good idea for anyone who wants to make money from its rising value.